My name is Onajevwe Akakabota, and I'm an award-winning HR executive with 14 years of experience. And today I want to share my insights on building trust in your first 90 days in HR. I believe that this topic is essential. I believe it's one that we need to talk about a whole lot more. And I'm going to dive into it immediately. First of all, something is critical, and that is trust. And why does trust matter? It matters because people are looking at your actions, they're looking at your attitude, they're looking at your professionalism, they're looking at your ability to handle situations under pressure. So your first 90 days are about building trust in any organization, because people don't just look at your role, they're also looking at how you understand the business, how you're able to make sound judgments, how you're able to maintain confidentiality. What's your problem solving skills like? How do you influence the employees? And most importantly, how do you influence business outcomes? So while building trust is critical, it's essential because it is successful to your role as a human resource professional. Another thing that's important is confidentiality. Confidentiality is not just a policy requirement, it's actually your credibility. Because employees, managers, executives, they all trust HR professionals because they know that the information that they are given is expected to be confidential. So breaking that trust will definitely erode your effectiveness as an HR professional. Another important lesson is understanding the business. And I think this is something that we as HR professionals need to know. You need to understand the business before applying any policies. Policies need context and business understanding for you to be able to create the HR strategies. So you don't place yourself as an administrator, you place yourself as a business driver, one that they can look to, not just for HR outcomes, but for business outcomes as well. Another critical key is effective communication, and that is also essential because HR people, we are looked to in terms of competencies, in terms of communications, and making decisions in terms of the business and managing difficult conversations and handling conflict and responding to concerns. So being transparent and understanding how others function and how best to communicate in all these respective areas is also something that is critical for every HR professional to know. Another thing I believe is that we are aware of documentation and it's how crucial it is, right? But we need to understand that it must be followed through to the latter. Why? Paperwork is not just bureaucracy. It is a vital part of our role. And it's something that we need to also start taking seriously because it can save you in legal repercussions or any issues that might come up in the future. In summary, your first 90 days are about learning, they're about taking responsibilities, they're about asking questions, they're about seeking guidance, and they're about communicating effectively. Remember, everyone is watching you, and trust is crucial. So as a person that's beginning their journey in human resources, you should be ready to learn, you should be ready to grow, you should be ready to showcase your potential, you should be ready to take ownership, you should be ready to be accountable for your actions. Before I go, let me just add this. Your last 90 days are your learning opportunity. And so you should take it and make the best out of it. And I wish you all the very best. Remember, not knowing everything is not an offense, but the ability to learn is very crucial. If you want more videos like this, follow my YouTube channel, Akakabota Onajevwe. And I'll see you next week for more videos.